since being drafted in 2018, Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson has yet to beat the Chiefs. The former MVP looks for his first win against Kansas City, next on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Ravens offense set to take over and led by a man still just in his fourth season in the NFL, the 2019 MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And another juke. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They go play action with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives. And I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
That goes out wide to Murray. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
They go play action now. Jackson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to run it with Murray. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They'll try and run with Murray. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Patrick Mahomes now in his 5th season with the Chiefs, ready to bring out this high-powered Kansas City offense for the first time.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, Charles, one of the unfortunate things about the preseason, there's always injuries. In particular, the running back spot was hit hard. You had Cam Akers, J.K. Dobbins, Travis Etienne all go down with serious injuries before week 1.
And, Brandon, look at it this way. You're talking about 3 runners who were so important to their teams. Akers and Dobbins expected to break out in year 2, and Etienne was supposed to be a terrific rookie. But all of them have backstops. For Akers being out, Darrell Henderson is there. They traded with New England to get Sony Michel. With J.K. Dobbins going out, Gus Edwards goes to the lead running back position, and he's a thumper. And with Etienne out, James Robinson is already there. Ran for 1,000 yards as a rookie, even though he was undrafted. Took the league by storm, and Carlos Hyde joins the team as well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. On 2nd down and 4. Jackson, his throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd and 4.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Jackson on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down. Well, CD, let's turn our attention to some of the quarterback battles going on in the NFL. Jameis Winston winning the job in New Orleans. Teddy Bridgewater's going to get another opportunity. But you look at 3 that a lot of fans are talking about. New England, Chicago, and San Francisco. A lot of intrigue in those 3 cities.
Yeah, there certainly is, Brandon. And when I think about New England and Mac Jones winning the job, the word that came to mind to me was inevitable. I knew this was going to happen at some point. I'm not sure any of us expected it to happen right out of the gate, but Mac Jones takes over that team, and I think it's a good choice for them. When you move on to Chicago, think about what's going on there. Andy Dalton holding the seat. Justin Fields had a very nice preseason, and Chicago fans starving for a QB1 that they can grasp onto for a decade or more. I think Justin Fields has that job before midseason. And last but not least, Jimmy Garoppolo will be the starter in San Francisco, but Trey Lance will play some specialty situations to begin with, and we'll have a pitch battle by about week 5 or 6. So it'll be fun to watch that one. And I'll just cap it with New Orleans. Jameis won the job. Taysom Hill goes back to his, RoboCop, Inspector Gadget type of a role, and New Orleans prospers.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. From the 38, Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards that time.
And Sammy Watkins is in his 8th NFL season. Spent the last 3 in Kansas City and won a Super Bowl there. Really excited about the opportunity to bond with quarterback Lamar Jackson. Makes a nice catch there.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. It's complete to Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. In to make the stop, Patrick Queen, the linebacker, the Ravens' leading tackler in 2020. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Edwards-Helaire. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to Robinson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a big decision there to go on 4th down. Gets him not only the first, but gets him the touchdown as well.
And Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us if every play is executed the way it's designed, it goes for a touchdown. But let's be honest, they were shooting for the 1st down on that one, and boy, were they fortunate to take it all the way in.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. They run from the shotgun with Murray. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Play action. Now Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And going deep for Hill. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Able to get away. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think it's safe to say that that was not his primary target when the ball was snapped. And then he led him too close to the sideline, and he ended up with a loss on the play.
Yeah, great toe tap, but you lose yardage, so you wish he didn't even have the toe tap. Wish he would have been out of bounds.
Yeah, catch it. Just make sure you're out of bounds, right? Just don't get it all down as he did there.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's
free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson running again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Tenth carry of the game now, Murray. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 5. 1:37 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mahomes. Oh, Hill, great grab. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. Flush to his right. finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a... And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now it's the Ravens' turn, trailing by 3 after the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A little over 30 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but... Throwing, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they will take a knee here. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.